can't.
Okay. So I'm here talking to Richard Harrington. Morning, Richard.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Yeah, and it's just under a week after your successful re-election in Watford, with a majority that's gone from 1,400 to 9,700 or something. Yeah, which is amazing. So we had an interview just before the election.
A few days before.
Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, just a couple
of like 3 years ago, but actually it was probably a couple of weeks ago.
It was not even 2 weeks ago. So it's a fantastic result. When I interviewed you before, you said, I said, is it going to be a recount? You were very, very confident and said, no, I'm going to be re-elected. There's not going to be a recount. So did it go as planned?
It did. I hope I didn't sound arrogant when I said that.
No, not
it did impress me what I actually thought. I didn't want to give a sort of politician's answer.
Yeah.
So, yes, I was very pleased with the result. And I think, well, I hope, realistically, it reflects kind of the fact that I have, irrespective of the national politics, I've done my best locally the last 5 years, and also the national swing towards David Cameron. But I thought Labour Party did very well. They were very pleased with their results. They thought a very good campaign. I thought, obviously, putting an alternative agenda to ourselves. That is exactly what politics is. I think people looked at both. People seem to read the literature very carefully. Certainly, more people seem to watch television than I've known and online than I've known in previous elections. And I think that's a very good thing for democracy.
Was there an increase in people voting in Watford specifically than the previous years?
Actually, no.
Really?
It was more or less the same. From memory, it was just short of 68%, which is what it was last time. And I always find it amazing, and I've said this into every single talk I've always given to groups, and particularly to kids at school. That no one in Watford could possibly not know there was an election, because quite apart from all the national stuff that everybody sees, both now on the internet and in the printed media, television, etc., everyone gets 3 or 4 minutes a day out of their door, and yet still 3 out of 10 people didn't vote. Now, possibly 1 out of 10 of those could be people that are moving or the register's not caught up. I understand the logistics. But still, if it was 2 out of 10 people who thought, I can't be bothered to vote, I'm quite shocked at that. And I think it's a very bad thing for democracy.
I mean, it's interesting now looking back on the reflection of how the actual election went, because like Scotland kind of got overrun by SNP, and that really affected Labour quite badly. And then I think there's been a general swing to being some to the extreme, the UKIP and the Greens, and it's kind of that's really favoured the Conservatives because they picked up a few seats, but of course the losses by Labour made it a runaway victory.
I think that's right. I mean, I think I'm not, shall we say, I'm not uncommon in my view that Mr. Milliman didn't do Labour any favours.
There
was no resonance towards him, and compared to 1997, which obviously I voted in 1997 for Tony Blair. You can keep your own preferences quiet, but you will remember that election. And he sort of caught the spirit of the generation. And I don't think anyone can argue that Miliband did. And I think in opposition you need to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, he had to get the electorate to trust him.
Trust.
And at the end of the day, I don't think he managed to succeed in that.
I think that's true. And it seems a long time ago now, but he resigned straight after.
So what happened afterwards? Because I tried to get you on the TV show last Friday, but no one was at home. There was obviously a lot going on.
I was there first of all, on Friday we were at the council count, which started at 10 o'clock on Friday. Well, I didn't get home until about 6:30, and I couldn't sleep with excitement, adrenaline or whatever. So I think everybody was particularly zonked by Friday afternoon. But there was quite there was high spirits at the count. And radio, BBC Three Counties Radio, I've got a very good clip they put on YouTube with everyone shouting and cheering. But it was quite an atmosphere.
Good.
And people, because a lot of the party workers, all of the parties, had been working probably from 5 or 6 o'clock the morning before. And that is a long time to be up without sleep.
Yes, absolutely.
Even the younger ones. So there was it was like all came out in one go.
Just one question to finish off with. Since the election, there's been Michael Gove obviously has been put into the position of Justice Minister, and there's a whole swathe of people on social media talking about the Bill of Rights and the human, European, the Human Rights Act and the potential to, replace it in some shape or form. There's a lot of people that are not happy about the potential for that to happen. Have you got anything to sort of say?
Well, I don't know the detail. No one knows the detail yet, and the press speculation, of course, is that suddenly we're all going to be camped in prison just because somebody doesn't like you.
Yeah.
But in truth, I think what they're trying to do is some of the things about the European Court of Human Rights, which annoys people in this country, where our own judges can't decide, for example, on whether a criminal is deported and things like that.
Yeah.
I imagine that abolishing the Human Rights Act and replacing it with a Bill of Rights, British style, will take care of a lot of the concerns that people have, and replacing it, I hope, with obviously human rights going back from habeas corpus, all this stuff. I mean, it's so basic in our system.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever quite had the horrific human rights problems that they had in Eastern Europe, which is where this whole thing came from, and quite rightly so. And I think the European Court of Human Rights, which far from perfect, has certainly served a good purpose in not so much for the main countries with a proper rule of law, but I'm sure it's brought up the standards in some of the countries that have tradition in that. But I do think it's time to move on, and I'm sure knowing Mr. Gove, his suggestions will be eminently sensible.
Okay. Well, thanks ever so much for talking to us. Many congratulations for being re-elected, and let's see what happens in the next 5 years.
If you'd like me to come on, it would be my pleasure.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Okay. Bye now.